me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does compared to
That don't even look like
water.
coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee,
That is over.
the white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. Your coffee looks good.
That's my coffee.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
If you cheat,
See, they say you probably look. He said you probably do
cheat.
cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comfort of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it, playing it over and over and over, the long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying. The devil. And the devil
Here he go. Here we go.
Y'all wasn't gonna make me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kitty? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kitty. I like Kitty. But Kitty girl. Kitty girl. Kitty girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you first top. I'll stretch to give you first top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody. Even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess that he's straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. Like the least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one.
That's I did.
Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk as fuck or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Hey y'all. Hold on, I'm coming. I forgot to get everything prepared for Silly Saturday. I'm cold as hell. I forgot to do my share screen. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. 1 second. 1 good second. Let's get everything ready to go. And all right, so Silly Saturday is ready to go. I forgot to get everything prepped and ready. It's cold, y'all. It is cold. I woke up this morning, y'all. It was ice all over the damn place. It was cold as hell. I'm still cold. I got on my squad shirt. Oh, I got on my squad shirt. The Squad.
We is here. What's going on, y'all? It's the first silly Saturday of the year. The first silly Saturday of the year. And we are so glad to be here to entertain the masses. What's going on? Let me share this out on socials and stuff like that. I just put it on Instagram. That's fine. Oh wow. All right. So we are here. I just got some useful information that I needed. Somebody just text me. We are here. Hold on. Let me go check the coughing. Mommy Yana, listen, I'm with you, Mommy Yana, but they be saying I be being a punk because I don't like nothing under 60. Where you stay at, Mommy Yana? Because they be saying I be being a punk. Hold on, let me check the coffee 1 second. Coffee today is extra good. Extra. When I leave here, I gotta go get a haircut, all that good stuff. And oh, you in South Carolina? It get cold in South Carolina. Yeah. I know it get cold in South Carolina. Anyway, so girl, we are here for the very first silly Saturday of the year of our Lord 2024. I got the coffee tasting extra good. I got my presentation set up. Let me say hey to y'all, and then we're gonna get this party started. Let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started quickly. Isn't that what the song says? Child, let me move this over here. All right, we're just gonna make this big over here. And I'm gonna watch myself on this screen over here. On the big screen, I'm gonna watch myself. All right. So yes, y'all, we are here. Let me say hey to y'all. Ooh, this coffee is extra good today. Shout out to Quintessential who gave me my weekly regimen of snacks. She Quintessential always like once a week like clockwork. Quintessential will send me something in CashApp and say go get some snacks. This is for the snack fund. So shout out to her. She knows I love Quintessential because she is always supporting the channel, supporting the brand, and all of that good shit. The other shout out that I want to do today is hold on. Let me do this other shout out. Is this shout out? Shout out to all of the members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I know that today is your Founders Day, January 13th, 1913. I know today is your Founders Day, all of that good stuff. I feel like I'm real high because I got high. I mean, real low because I got high. Because I got high. All right. Anyway, I know it's your Founders Day. You can put some red and white hearts or something in the chat if you'd like. You know, all of that good stuff. Crimson and cream love from your fellow, from a good noob over here. Shout out to all of the Deltas. It's too many to name. It's a million of y'all out there. Listen, my whole Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter timeline, is filled with the Reds doing what the Reds do on January 13th. Also, shout out to one of my cheering. His birthday is today. Marcus, I love you so much. Shout out to my child, Marcus. He come in the chat every now and again. Shout out to him. He be He is. Oh, how old is? Oh, Marcus, you getting old. I just remembered how old you are now. Oh, Marcus, you getting old. But shout out to him. Anyway, let me say hello to y'all appropriately. Lemon Kush Pepper. Hey, boo. Monk Chip, boo. Monk Chip know I love her. Bovis Nicole. Tracy W. By the way, you at the South. Wait, what's South Florida Fair? That must be in Broward County. That's got to be a Broward because the Dade County Youth Fair doesn't come until March. So that's got to be Broward. That's got to be the Broward County Fair. Just wanted to come in and say hey and like the video. Well, thank you, by the way. Mamiana, what's going on? MBN, my love. Xavier, Montrez, what's good, bruh? What is going on? Lady Majil, Tracy C. I'm in this hellhole they call work. You know what? Not that they got you at work today. China White, Lovely 31 Blueprint. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. Anyway, it is good to see y'all on this first Silly Saturday. Can somebody put in the members only chat that we are live for Silly Saturday? We are live for Silly Saturday. Anyway, we're about to go ahead and get this party started. Go ahead and put a Shondo in the chat if you are ready for us to get this party started. Let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly. You up there in Cleveland? I don't even want to know how cold it is in Cleveland. Bovis Nicole, I don't even want to understand or fathom how cold it must be in Cleveland. Don't want no parts of it. None. I'm just saying I don't want no parts of that. Anyway, so let me make this one over here big because I want that one to be big. All right, good. Oh no, I want to see the chat. So let's not do that. All right. Tracy said he finally hit the live button. Oh, but it's cold and windy, child. It's nice. It's 55. Why is it warmer in New York than it is in Atlanta? Make that shit make sense. How is New York warmer than Atlanta? Hey Jason, what's good, bruh? Y'all go ahead and click the hit the like video. Not hit the like video, hit the like button, share it out. We don't know if YouTube is being YouTube. So let's just go ahead and hit the like button and share this bad boy out. Let me go ahead and put this good banner up for Silly Saturday. Let's go ahead and put me in this mode. So yeah, let's do that. Let's take the overlay down. And we're ready for another episode and another edition of Silly Saturday. I really y'all wanted to not change guys, but I wanted to change like the backdrop of Silly Saturday and everything. You all vehemently protested and said, hell nah, don't change shit, L Teddy. We don't want you to change the goddamn thing about Silly Saturday because we love Silly Saturday. And I heard y'all, so I'm here. We ain't changing nothing about Silly Saturday, at least not this week. So we're going to keep it going like it's always going. Hey, Symmetry. Hey, Miss Kiki. Hey, y'all. So let's do the goddamn thing. Can I get some hashtag ABCs? It's time for my favorite segment, the hashtag ABCs. A bitch can't. For those new to the channel, the ABCs are stories that we don't have the strength, bandwidth, or energy for. We saw the title and the headline, and we said, nope, can't do it, won't do it, ain't trying to do it, because a bitch can't. Hashtag ABC, a bitch can't. I love the ABCs. Not touch them slides. You getting cooter all in the members only chat. Nah, I didn't say I was gonna touch the menses. I'm gonna just touch. I was gonna put like a new orange background, but y'all said no. Jesus, God. Let's get to our ABCs for today. I read this headline, which reads: Tokyo Tony continues to deny sending nude images to daughter of Black China's ex-boyfriend. Twin Hector says rapper made up claims to promote his music. Baby, I don't have the energy. Once the first two words in any headline is Tokyo Tony, I check the fuck out. I just can't. I leave Tokyo Tony to y'all. I give her to y'all. I don't have it to do with that woman. I don't. I really don't. I don't have anything to do with that woman. I don't have the strength. I don't have the energy. I don't have anything for Tokyo Tony. I'm sure that y'all love her. Love her. I don't have no time for her. I give her to y'all. I give her to y'all. Y'all got her. Them chicklets don't fit in her mouth. They don't. But other things apparently do fit in her mouth. I'm just saying. Child. Bovis Nicole said the pics were screenshots of lives that she did. If she was going to send news, it wouldn't be actual. I don't I didn't even look that far into it, because once the headline said Tokyo Tony, L Teddy 27, check the fuck out. I checked the fuck out. Nope, don't want any parts of this whore. Nope. Moving on, because that bitch just came. We ain't got that type of time. Real Housewife of Atlanta star, Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband Peter arrested for DUI. Why is he a thing still? Why? Why is he a thing? Cynthia Bailey ain't even on that show. We ain't even checking for Cynthia Bailey no more. So you want us to check not for Cynthia Bailey's most recent ex-husband, the ex-husband before that, who we don't care about. Nope. Ain't got the time. Don't want to know. Baby shark, do. I don't have the type of energy. Nope. I'm gonna be done drink this whole cup of coffee before we get out of the ABCs. Just a mess. This coffee is real good today, but I don't have the energy. I give them to you, Xavier. You can have them, or Harold. Where's Harold? I give them to Harold. Late bell today is at 11:30. I'm sorry, 12:35. 12:35 is late bell. Anybody coming here after 12:35? 8,000 word essay. 8,000 word essay. 12:35 is the late bell. Oh, I was supposed to put up a poll. I'm sorry. These are the ABCs. We don't care about it. That's the whole reason he's here. I'm supposed to put up a poll, right? Where I ask you all what you want to name wait. Okay. What should my people on this channel be called? So I'm supposed to put up a poll. Tracy didn't do her job and didn't put the list in the members only chat, and now we're here. And so now I have to do this. We could do this now because we don't care about Peter Thomas. That's why he's the whole ABC. I'm just saying. What was the other ones? I think I got them all. Hold on. Just trying to make sure I got them all, y'all. Because we supposed to do this poll, and I need y'all to vote. Okay, I got 4 up there. I need the names. Tracy, can you put them in the members only chat for me, please, Tracy, so I can make sure I have them all, please? And thank you, ma'am. So I can put them up here. God, Tracy. Lord. Anyway, our next hashtag ABC is this one. Nope. Hey, cross country cruiser. How are you doing today, boo? I don't got time for Hallie or her baby daddy or that baby. I don't care that your kids is wearing designer swag. Y'all ain't even want us to know y'all had a baby coming. Not all of a sudden, y'all shoving the baby down our throats. No, ma'am. No, God. I got enough babies that have been shoved down my good throat. I don't want y'all's. I'm just saying. So, go away. Haley, DDG. I didn't even know who this DDG person was. Go away. I don't care. You at work, cross country cruiser? Child, don't let them work you too hard. Don't let them work you too hard. I don't understand either, Mamiana, this whole my baby got to have on designer clothes. That baby don't have any idea of what they have on. Have no clue what the hell they got on. But you out here spending all kind. You could literally go to Goodwill, wash the clothes, pick up some clothes for less than $20, wash the clothes real good, and put them on that baby, and it wouldn't be no different than the designer clothes that you say they got on. First of all, babies grow at rapid rates, so they're only going to wear those clothing that amount of time. But I guess if you got money like that to spend and all it gone here, I don't have a problem with the baby. I got a problem, Tracy W., with the baby's parents. You wanted to keep your baby a secret when you were pregnant. Keep the baby a secret now that the baby is here. Remember that? Remember, they didn't want us to know. Now they want us to know. Baby, keep the baby secret. Now, I'm never a fan of celebrities, people on TV forcing their kids into the limelight or forcing their kids on screen, because you didn't even give that person, that child, a chance to make the decision if they wanted to be on screen or not. So, yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Moving on. We wouldn't even know if she had her baby wearing something from Goodwill, Xavier. Because let's be clear. Most people, when they have children, they're very protective about who they let their babies around. The infant babies, Black people don't play like that. Most Black people, baby, everybody not fun to be around my baby. You're not gonna breathe on my child. I don't need you looking at my child. It's COVID and all types of nefarious diseases out there that my child can catch. No, ma'am, we're not doing this. No. No means no, and yes means no. I'm just saying. Just saying. Leave that baby alone. Y'all knew when I saw this one. This is the hashtag ABC. I should see the chat flooded with hashtag ABCs. And that because of this one. Because I knew we don't want no parts of this. Unfortunately, this thing only let me put 4 options for the poll. I think this thing only lets me do 4 options. Yeah, I think it only let me do 4 options. It won't let me do more than 4 options. So I'm going to put these 4 Um, I'm just gonna put these four, and we just gonna have to go with that. If you see something that's not up there that you want, you can just flood the chat with it. I don't know, but I don't. It only gives me the option to put four things on the poll. I'm just saying. Vote away. I don't have time for Sexy Red. I don't have time for her baby daddy, who she wants to hide the face of. You think we don't know what your baby daddy look like? I mean, she got maternity photos. She mad because she can't dye her hair because she's pregnant. Talk about now she feeling emo. Girl, I don't care. Go with God. This ain't your first child. This is not your first child, ma'am. You know how this goes. Girl, just go away. Just go away. Please. That poor child. Save the children. Save the babies. Hey, Sharice. She is a mess, the lovely 31 blueprint. A whole ass mess. Girl, she is a mess, the lovely 31. Tanya. Tanya, is this girl not a mess? Hey, Tanya. Tanya, is she not a mess? She's a mess. A whole ass mess. You can't dye your hair when you're pregnant, Xavier. That's not it could harm the baby. The chemicals from the hair dye could harm the baby. That's a whole thing, Xavier. Like, that's a whole well-known thing. Hey, Ariel. Yeah, Xavier, when women get pregnant, there's a whole regimen of food that they can no longer eat. Um, the ladies can no longer dye their hair. Ladies, y'all help Xavier out. Can y'all put some things that you can't do while you're pregnant that you normally wouldn't be? I mean, of course, you know you can't drink and or smoke when you're pregnant, Xavier. But there's a whole list of things that you're not supposed to eat and you're not supposed to put on your body while you're pregnant. I can't get pregnant because that means I may not be able to eat my crabs. And I'm not doing without my crabs. Yeah, you can't have sushi, you can't have shellfish. Um, it's a whole lot of stuff that you can't eat while you're pregnant for a whole 9 months. That's why I say men couldn't be out here having kids because we don't want to give up all of the stuff that it takes that you got to give up for 9 months because you're pregnant. It's a whole Xavier. You'd be surprised. Women have to give up a whole lot of stuff to carry that baby. You sure that woman didn't have on a wig? Because women can't even get a perm. You can't even get a perm when you're pregnant. Baby, you got to go all natural. That's why you see a lot of pregnant women always have braids because they can't get a perm or they'll have a good wig. Xavier, you might think you have. Well, I'm not going to tell you what you did or did not see. I'm just saying. And God, I pray for the health, well-being, and safety of that child. But women, you shouldn't see women pregnant with dyed hair. I'm just saying they should not be. That should be a wig. It might be a wig, but they shouldn't be dyeing their hair, and they not supposed to get perms either. Like you're supposed to and when you go to the doctor will tell you, but most women, like their moms, their grandmother, their older sisters, aunts, they'll, if that's your first pregnancy, they'll let you know, hey baby, you can't do this, you can't eat that, they'll let them know all of that. But the doctor usually will inform them as well. It's a whole list of stuff you can't do, a whole list. I'm just saying. See, certain medications, like there are even certain pain medications that you can't take while you're pregnant. So if you're in pain, you just got to sit there and suffer through it. That's the part that I say us men, nope, we ain't built for it. We are not built for pregnancy. No, ma'am, no, sir, no, God. I forgot which medication. It's certain pain medications that you're not supposed to take when you're pregnant, or it could harm the baby. Child, But most black women I know, they get braids. They'll get some good braids. I'm surprised you didn't know that, Xavier. Yeah, it's a whole thing, Xavier, a whole thing. All right. So, look, see, I told y'all every time we come here, we learn something. Thank y'all for educating Xavier, because Xavier didn't even know that was a whole thing about when babies get pregnant. I mean, not babies, when women get pregnant. Thank y'all. See, we had to learn something today. Xavier, there you go. Let's delve into the dossier. Let's dive into the dossier. Don't forget to vote in the poll. Don't forget to vote in the poll. Now, that whatever wins in the poll isn't automatically going to be it, but that will greatly influence what I select. But vote, vote, vote. Anyway, Tracy said I had to have a cavity filled with a different pain medication, and I felt every last drill. It was terrible. Yeah, like it's horrible, horrible. I had that happened to my aunt. She was pregnant and she had a bad toothache, and they gave her something. She said it was like they didn't give her anything because they couldn't give her the regular standard medications. Bovis Nicole say heartburn. Child, that's why I say us men, we ain't built for that. Men be talking all kinds of shit, be making all kinds of laws about who should and should not be pregnant or have abortions. Trust me, if we could get pregnant, it would be abortions all the way up to the last day before the baby was pushed out. If men could have babies. If men could have babies, they would allow abortions up until you push the babies out. I'm just telling you what I know. Just telling you what I know. All right, let's delve into the dossier. Let's dive into the dossier. What's in the dossier today? So listen, y'all. This young man has the story. Like he gives and gives some more. We cannot get away from this young man. Every time you look up, it's something new that he's gifting us with. That we can do a story on. So let's see what he gifted us with in today's edition of Silly Saturday. Let me pull this on up because this young man just can't get right. Just can't get right. So remember, this is ironically not about the story with him, Kitty, and Stephen Harper. This is about, if y'all remember a couple months ago, there was the story about him wanting to have full custody of his 13-year-old daughter because he felt like his baby mama had her around the wrong people. Well, he has been granted primary custodial. What was that? Something just fell. I don't know what just fell. Don't you hate when something just falls and you don't know what it is? Oh well. But he's been granted primary custody of his 13-year-old daughter after accusing his ex of exploiting the teen on a reality show. His ex-girlfriend is Tiffany Render. And this is about their 13-year-old daughter, Layla. According to court documents, the judge issued a temporary order in the lawsuit that he brought against Tiffany Render. Dwight Howard and Tiffany Render, they hashed out a deal where she had primary custody and he had secondary custody. But in November, he filed a petition to strip Tiffany Render of custody. He accused her of moving from Georgia to Florida without informing him in July of last year. He said his ex failed and refused to provide access to the minor child and failed and refused to discuss in good faith the child's relocation, enrollment in her prior school, or enrollment in her new school in Florida. In addition, he said their daughter had posted a series of inappropriate videos on TikTok where she flipped off the camera, as well as videos where she was scantily clad and or in age inappropriate clothing with vulgar sexual songs playing in the background, wherein the minor child is making sexually inappropriate gestures and innuendo. He even accused Tiffany Render of exploiting their daughter by allowing her to appear on the reality show Basketball Wives Orlando. He went on to claim that Tiffany Render failed to allow him time with his daughter since their move, and demonstrated an inability to maintain a healthy home environment in which to raise the minor child. He demanded that primary custody of the child and for his $3,000 a month child support checks to be terminated. Of course, Tiffany Render denied all of this, and said that he was fully aware of all of this. She even put in her part of the filed court proceedings that he had planned to relocate overseas and possibly to Italy for at least 5 months in the very near future. Child, they out here windmilling. But be that as it may, on Monday, not Monday, on Tuesday, the judge issued a temporary order in the case, which awarded Dwight primary custody of the 13-year-old girl. The judge noted that the court finds that the minor child is well adjusted and loves both of her parents very much. The court finds that despite the instant proceeding, the minor child is in good and appropriate headspace. However, the judge told Dwight and Tiffany the parties need to work extra careful to ensure the minor child is not made to feel pressured or involved in the custody battle. He went on to say it is in the best interest of the minor child for primary custody to change immediately to her father. The judge agreed to terminate his $3,000 a month child support, but did order him to pay $3,000 to cover Tiffany Render's travel expenses. They still have a hearing set for May where the judge will make a final decision in the case. Tiffany Render will be allowed visitation with the child. Now listen, that's the long and short of it. Yes, she was on Basketball Wives Orlando. I don't watch that show, so I don't even know. Oh, she wanted to be on Basketball Wives with child. I don't know. I don't watch the show. So you asking the wrong one. Now, where was the Tiffany girl Tiffany? Who did you hire? Hey, Harold, who did you hire to be your lawyers, Tiffany? Because even I know that the first thing I would have did was put in to the court proceedings, hey, you see these text messages with Miss Kitty and Steven, and you want my child to be in that environment where you have ladies of the night in and out of the home. You got, random randos from East Point, College Park, Riverdale, from the parking lot of the Marquette and Bulldogs down in and out of the house at all times of night while my 13-year-old daughter's there. And you think that's safer? No, we're not having any parts of that. Where was that in the court proceedings? Because there's no way. How do you allow your 13-year-old daughter to end up in his house? Because we know what's going on in Dwight Howard's house. We done seen it. The shit done played out all over the internet streets. Child, girl, child. I'm just saying. Am I wrong? Am I looking at this wrong? I'm just trying to figure this out, y'all. Y'all help me out. Please help me out. Because I'm really trying to figure out how we get to this point where Dwight Howard's house is the better house. And they said he ain't got to pay you no more child support. Girl. Now, let's be clear. $3,000 a month is not a lot of money. It's not. Let's be clear. Very clear. That is not a lot of money. I don't know how Dwight Howard got away with only paying $3,000 a month, but that ain't my story to tell. Exactly, Xavier. How horrible does your house have to be? It don't make him a bad dad, but what I'm saying is it makes possibly your home not the best place when you got random ass people rolling in and out of the house all time of night. That's what I'm saying. If his whole thing is, oh, a 13-year-old girl listening to bad music and flipping off the cameras on social media and wearing scantily clad clothing and things like that and listening to age inappropriate music, that's every 13-year-old girl in America, from sea to shining sea, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Every 13-year-old girl in America does exactly what they described. I'm just saying. He mad because the girl moved to Miami. I think he's just trying to take it out on her. I think he's just he's mad with her and trying to take it out on Tiffany Render, and is using the daughter as his mechanism for taking out his upset feelings out on Tiffany Render. Because let's be clear, what he described, anybody have a 13-year-old right now in their home or ever had a 13-year-old in their home, a 13-year-old little girl? Trust me, that's what 13-year-old girls do. It's what they do. I'm just saying. The man do got a lot of kids. The man like to have sex. I'm just saying. He likes to get it down. Well, anyway, Dwight, listen, Dwight. I don't know how this is going to end for you, Dwight, but listen. I wish you luck. But that same 13-year-old girl is coming into your house, Dwight. So now you may not be able to have Miss Kitty in and out your house every night. Hey, Jay Parrish. So be careful what you ask for. You asked for it, and now it's here. You can't be having sex parties 3 nights a week. I'm just saying. Not when you have a 13-year-old daughter in your home. Moving on. As the world turns. So, in other news, so the people have had to tell y'all's boy Puff Daddy that he ain't gonna be on this new reality show that Young Miami got coming up. Now, according to a new report, Diddy will no longer appear in any parts of the show that's supposed to come on BET. It's supposed to be a reality show starring Young Miami, and they done edited his ass out of all of the scenes. He will not be seen in any of the show. I mean, if I'm being honest, let's just be real honest. Would we have even known? Because I wasn't watching Young Miami's reality show. I'm just gonna be honest. That's just me. Now, I can't speak for everybody in the chat. I can't speak for all of America. I'm just saying, for me, I would not have known whether or not he was or was not in said reality show, because I wasn't watching this shit anyway, with or without him. Just saying. I wasn't gonna watch the show with him or without him. So, yeah. Am I the only one? Am I the only one? I just don't care enough about Young Miami. I'm just saying. And without him, it's just going to be the typical Miami girl that I've seen my whole life. I don't have no desire to see. I could just wake up in the morning and tell you what's going to happen. I've seen Miami girls all the time. I know what they give. I don't need to see that shit. Not you're watching when he makes it to court TV. Shout out to Nancy Grace. Because you know Nancy Grace gonna have one more good nickname for him. Shout out to Nancy Grace. Anyway, so I ain't care. In more news of the people telling that young man no, not only did BET say no, the Grammys have now said no. According to Rolling Stone, a rep for the representative for Diddy told the Hollywood Reporter that he's not going to be invited to the Grammys as he faces several allegations of sexual abuse. He received a nomination for Best Progressive R&B Album for the 2023 project The Love Album Off the Grid in November. Shortly after, that's when Cassie came out with all her allegations and so forth. So the article says that nominees typically get invited to the ceremony shortly after the nominations are announced. A month ago, the Recording Academy said in a statement that the organization was evaluating his invite to the Grammys. And they said that, quote, "We are taking this matter very seriously, and we are in the process of evaluating it with the time and care that it deserves." But apparently they have told him he can't come. Now, they didn't pull any of his nominations. They didn't tell him, you're no longer nominated. They didn't rescind any of his nominations, but they just said, keep your ass away from here. Doesn't Diddy have like a big Grammy party every year? Is he one of the people that throw like a huge Grammys party each year? Is he not throwing that anymore? Like, how does this work? And if he does throw a part if he does have parties and throw a big Grammys party, are you still going? Are we looking with the side eye at anyone who goes to one of his Grammys parties if he has one of those soirees or shindigs that he likes to have surrounding the Grammys? I'm just saying. I know y'all saying Diddy need to lay low, but let me help you understand something. Spicy Original. We said that Jonathan Majors needed to lay low, and he out here doing interviews all over the fruited plains. He does have a big party. Now, Xavier, we know which Diddy parties you going to. We ain't talking about them parties, Xavier, because I plan to be at that party if he had one, not the sex party, Xavier. We're talking about the party, the industry party where everybody in music comes. Are you going? And if we see your ass down to the Diddy party, because they're gonna have cameras all over the place, are we side-eyeing the people who decide that they want to go to Diddy's Grammys party? I'm just asking. Now, if I know Diddy like I think I do, I would suspect that he's going to be real brazen about it. He's still going to have his Grammys party. And matter of fact, he's going to make it bigger and better than ever. He's going to try to throw the biggest party known to man. So much so that it's going to look so lucrative, like everybody and their mama want to be there. But are you going? Are we giving the proverbial side eye to anybody that goes to Diddy's party? Right, Ariel, Clive Davis. It's a couple people that have big parties. What they do is they try to spread the biggest ones out. I believe Clive Davis's party is the night before. I think Clive Davis's party is the night before. I don't think his party is the night. I think Diddy has a party like right after the awards show. Anyway, I mean, if you're anybody worth his price in the industry, you party hop anyway. You show up and take pictures at one person party, then you go to the next person party. Are we going to Diddy's Grammys party now that his ass ain't invited? I mean, it's still Diddy. Technically, the man hasn't been accused. I mean, not accused, but hasn't been convicted of anything yet. I'm just saying. Child, y'all, this coffee is real good today. I'm gonna drink all this coffee today. Yeah, Clive Davis's party is the night before. That's the part. But Diddy's sex party, I think, is the night before as well. Allegedly. I'm telling you, the Diddy's sex party is the night before. Like, you leave the Clive Davis party, you go. What you do is you get everything prepared before you go to the Clive Davis party. You do all your cleaning out, all your everything. You take your little honey pack, you take your blue chews, you take your Viagra, Levitra, Cialis, whatever concoction you need to take. You take all that before you go to the Clive Davis party. You do all of your dushing out, everything you need to do. When you go to the Clive Davis party, you go there, hobnob, rub a few elbows, shake a few hands, kiss a few babies, get caught on the right cameras with the right people. You leave that party around by 2 o'clock in the morning. You go back to the house, take you a whole bath or a monkey bath, and now you over to the Diddy sex party afterwards, allegedly. I'm just telling you how it goes down. I'm just painting the picture for you. I'm just saying. Because the sex party happens the night before, the industry party happens the night of. Allegedly. Or at least that's what the people told me. Moving on. So, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, moving on. We talked earlier this week or Thursday about Bill Belichick no longer having a job anywhere in America. So he was fired. Oh, sorry, y'all. He was fired and out with the old, in with the new. So the New England Patriots have hired that fine piece of black man right there, Jared Mayo. Now, Jared Mayo was immediately hired. Now, I know what some of you all are saying. Now, if you're into sports, you know the NFL. The first question is, wait a minute. How the fuck did he get hired so quickly? Because there's a whole process that the NFL has for hiring coaches. You got to follow the Rooney Rule, where you're forced to interview a certain amount of people of color. And I'm putting that up because the teams only do it so that they can say they checked that box with no real intention on hiring that person of color. That's why Brian Flores has this whole case in the courts against the NFL for blatant and latent racism. So, but Jared Mayo allegedly had in his contract, this is well before Bill Belichick got fired. It was in Jared Mayo's contract that if Bill Belichick is no longer the head coach, that he would become the head coach of the New England Patriots. Now, to me, it sounds good and looks good now because this is a black man that became a head coach. However, what happens the next time when it's a white coach and they put in their contract that if the current head coach gets fired, that I immediately take the reins as his successor? Then we got the same problem we had before. It's a slippery slope. I'm okay. And I know most of us, may be okay with it being a this person now because this is a black person, but this may open up a Pandora's box where you start to see teams starting to do this all over the league, and that way they can thwart and go around the whole hiring process, and then we're gonna end up like we was before where we got all of these white people and no black people. I'm just telling you what I know. We're rooting for him, but if I'm being honest, if you were going into a good situation, Jared Mayo, Bill Belichick would not have been fired. But the fact that Bill Belichick has been fired, no longer has a job, and you can tell he still wants to coach because they said he'll be coaching somewhere else, meaning he got fired. That means that the situation there is not good. That is, I'm just saying. I don't like the way this looks. I think for your own self, Jared Mayo, you might have did better to go and just, see what's out there, because you might have come into a better situation, because the New England Patriots are awful right now. But I'm gonna let you have it. You still fine. That don't negate the fact that you still fine as hell. Go with God. Moving on. So, in more coaching news, we talked also this week about Nick Saban no longer working for no longer working as the head football coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide and taking up residence in the great state of Florida, in Palm Beach County, down to Jupiter, Florida, where he has a palatial estate rivaling Mar-a-Lago being built. That's what the people are saying. So he's moving down to Jupiter, Florida, and he has a palatial estate built down there, and he's going to live out his retirement there. So the Alabama Crimson Tide hired this young man right here, Kalen DeBoer, who is the head coach of the University of Washington Huskies, who lost to Michigan in the college football championship this past Monday. So he's been hired as the new football coach down to Alabama. I don't see this going well for Alabama. I think that they're going to have several years. I don't see this man making it past maybe 3 years, because I don't think he's going to do well. I think you're going to have a lot of students and players defecting and going somewhere else and saying, yeah, I came here for Nick Saban, not for this dude, not for the dude who lost in the college football national championship. And they have the whole transfer portal. The whole transfer portal changed the game. Players can come and go as they please. So it's going to be a lot of players that leave and go somewhere else where they feel like they have a better chance and a better shot at winning a national championship or at getting, TV time. I don't see this going well for him. I don't see him lasting more than 3 years. I'm just saying. But I'm not an Alabama fan, so I wish nothing but the worst for the entirety of that football program moving forward. So, in news that I'm sure Harold and Xavier care a lot about, because I have to look out for all my peoples, because I know my peoples, and I knew what they do and do not care about. Even though I loves my sis Abby, I can't go out saying we don't care about everything. So I have to bring stories that I know Harold and Xavier are going to care about. Hey, y'all, I did not even see sliding down, doing the stanky leg down the pole. We have with us our premier performer of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Watermelon Sugar. Hey, Watermelon Sugar, how are you, my love? Didn't I tell you Harold Xavier was just go care? Listen, the people are up and down at him. Now, here's what's going on. Sierra is alleging that Stunner Girl's new song sampled her song Goodies. And allegedly sent a cease and desist. Now, I listened to both songs. It absolutely samples good. There is no way to get around it. I am telling you point blank. Hey D, what's going on? I'm telling you point blank. She stole that woman's song. That is the exact same beat. Now I would play them, but if I played them right now, then I would get a copyright claim and I would not get this video monetized. So I ain't playing it. But I done listened to both songs. And so Sierra allegedly sent a cease and desist, which pissed off Stunner Girl. So let me read to y'all what the people are saying is going on. Excuse me. The California native Stunner Girl recently took to social media to take shots at Sierra for allegedly sending a copy infringement notice about a new record that samples the Grammy Award winner's 2004 #1 Billboard hit Goodies. Claiming that she was contacted by Sierra's team about her song Stand Up. Stunner Girl shared via her X account, formerly Twitter, in a since deleted message the following quote: I literally hate when producers use samples. These artists be acting like they made the beat. It's so many people that use that beat, but Sierra team writing me saying she personally contacted them about me. But anytime I done used a beat that was sampled by a white artist, they don't give a fuck. End of quote. Somebody replied to her and said that quote, that girl code should be fake. I'm sorry, they replied to her and said, wait, what? I know Miss 1-2 Step not tripping after all the girl code shit she be preaching about. To which Stunner Girl replied, that girl code shit be fake. These old hoes be hating. That's what she said. These old hoes be hating. Stunner Girl went on to say on her Twitter, I'm sorry, X, formerly known as Twitter, bitches act so godly, but really be jealous haters. That's why you only see me with my husband and family. That's what she said. That's what she said. What it sounds like to me is Sierra. Stunner Girl say, meet her the fuck outside. She said what it is and what it ain't. Girl, meet me outside. Girl, you got an issue? Come see me. Step outside, sweetheart, because I bet you won't step to me. You don't want these hands, old asshole. That's what she said, Sierra. I don't know what you want from me. That's what she said. Don't look at me crazy. I'm just translating what Stunner Girl said. The girl said, bitch, yes, I stole your shit. I steal white people shit all of the time, and they don't say shit. So why the fuck your fuck ass over here bothering me? Stay your ass over there with Russell Wilson, freezing your ass off over there in Denver, and leave me the fuck alone. Cause I'm gonna play the song and it ain't the shit thing you could do about it. If you got issues, meet me outside, bitch, and I can show you a 1-2 step upside your goddamn head. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just translating what the girl said. I mean, you have to think, Stunner Girl. Sierra ain't got that many hits like that, sweetheart. It's not like she have a whole catalog. So the woman got to protect the few hits that she had. The few #1 hits that she had, Stunner Girl, she's trying to protect the bag. And so Goodies was probably her best selling song or whatever in her career. Mama ain't just gonna let you steal that like that. She needs every dime she can get. I mean, I know Russell Wilson out here making money in the NFL, but Russell Wilson got benched and is in jeopardy of losing his goddamn job down to the Denver. So, girl, mama trying to secure every dime she can. I don't know. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't like either one of them. Hey, so Jeff, I don't like either one of them. I'm just saying. Sierra's best song is not even her song. And that was So What? Woo, woo, that's her best song. And that ain't even her song. I don't really care enough about these people. I'm gonna let y'all find it out in the comment section because I don't like neither one of them. None of y'all ain't no real artists like that. I'm just saying. Yana, hey Yana, I didn't even see you roll up in here. What Yana said? Yana said I was gonna stay in the bushes, but the gag for me is how you look at the same age as the old hoe. Baby, you better pay. You better pray you make 40. Now, these are facts. You calling her an old ass hoe. She looks better than you in that picture. Let's just be clear. If I was into the cooter and I got your picture next to Sierra's picture, because I call her Sierra, C-ERROR, she'll always be an error for me. But if I'm choosing between you and Sierra, I'm choosing the error. The error in the form of Sierra. I'm just saying. Sierra was never a princess of anything, Xavier. But I'm going to let you have it, Xavier. Like I always say, ants have a queen. So who am I to say that Sierra can't be the queen or princess of something? Bees have a queen. That doesn't make them great. But bees have a queen. Ants have a queen. Anyway, so if bees and ants can have queens, Sierra can be the queen of something or the princess of something. I don't know. I'm just saying. Y'all look at Xavier and Harold out here windmilling for Sierra like the woman got hits on hits on hits on hits. Girl, don't try to make Sierra any more than she is. Let's just be clear. She is still Sierra. Girl, we moving on. I ain't got this type of time to be fighting with y'all about the error in the form of C, that is Sierra. Anyway, our proverbial hashtag ABC, y'all can put some ABCs in the chat if you'd like, did not make it to the ABCs today because we have more good news about this young man. What is the good news? I'm glad you asked because you're asking the right questions at the right time. So allegedly, that young man is locked the fuck up. Oh, yes. Happy days are here again. The sky above is clear again. Let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. Ow, ow. Happy days are here again. The sky above is clear again. Let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. Yes. From what the people are saying, this young man is in jail. He in jail, trying to protect his booty hole from the people down to the jail. I'm just saying that's what the people told us. That's what the people told us, that the man is in jail. Reportedly, he is in jail for violating his probation. Let me read what this article says. This article came out last night about 9 o'clock. Blueface has reportedly gone to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to turn himself in for a probation violation stemming from baby mama drama. According to multiple online sources, the Tatiana rapper may end up serving up to a year in prison as a result. Please, God of mercy, God of love, please, if you love us, sweet 7 pound, 3 ounce baby Jesus, you will give us at least we ain't gonna ask for no more, God. We ain't gonna ask for too much, God. If you could give us this year off from that young man and his level brand of function and fuckery, we will be eternally grateful, God. Some of us may even start going back to church. Please give us what we need, God. I'm just saying, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the article. Let me read. Well, I'm supposed to be focused, El Teddy. Focus. You got too happy. Let's focus and read the article. Undated footage featuring the rapper has emerged on social media and leading to speculation that Blueface will, in fact, be away from the public eye for up to the next year. His mother, Carlissa Saffold, told took to her own social media pages on Friday to suggest that Jaden Alexis and Krishan Rock had a hand in her son's situation. Quote, Jaden got him one charge, Rock got him the one that violated the other. That's why it's so quiet. Praying everyone now understands why I didn't want them together, because parents want the best for their children. I love them all, but not together. Praying for everyone to listen to their parents. My baby is in jail and my heart is broken again because they don't listen. End of quote. Miss Sappho, don't come over here, Miss Sappho. You, ma'am, parents across America want no parts of any of the suggestions that you have for them, Miss Saffold. You, ma'am, are the poster child for bad parenting. You, ma'am, are the reason why there's child protective services in each and every state across the union. Let me keep going. She then went on to say, baby mama number one threw a glass at security while baby mama number two hit a fan. We don't care, ma'am. We don't care. And she went on to say that their refusal to come forward and tell the authorities what happened has reportedly landed her son in jail. I don't care. I don't care. All I care about is the fact that Jonathan Porter, Blueface, no longer is going to be in my timeline. No longer. The rest of us people are going to have to be bothered with him. And hopefully this Jaden Alexis chick and this Krishan Rock thing go away forever as well. Or at least give us a year. We just need a year to breathe, okay? Just give us a year, please. Please. I'm just saying. But Miss Saffold, you are a deplorable human being as a parent. You are, thank you, D. She's trash. His mother is trash. Pure, unadulterated garbage. Garbage. And now he'll be protecting his booty hole. Because a supple such as himself may have to take it up the booty chute. The booty chute. Take it up the booty chute. Up the booty chute. Just saying. Exactly, Diamond Pearl Jim. She is a gutter snipe right up out the hood. Apparently, we did leave him in 2023 because in 2024, he's going to be in jail. People do still name their child Jonathan. They do. Just said, hey, Shawnee. Child. Well, I think we've had enough celebration. Celebrate good time. Come on. Because we're very happy that he's going to jail. I'm just saying. Very happy. In other news, as the world turns, Anderson .Paak broke up with his non-melanated wife. And that's all I have. I don't know what else you want from me. I don't. No, did y'all want like the intimate details of it? I'm not here to throw shade on anyone and their interracial relationships, marriages. Baby, you love who you love. Anderson .Paak and his wife getting divorced. That's all I got. I don't have nothing else. What do you want from me? I'm just glad this is ending before there's another allegation of domestic violence. What do you people want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What the hell do you want from me? I can't give you any more from this story. I'm just saying. I have nothing. I am Whitney Houston. I am Whitney Houston. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Sir, don't make me close one more door. I don't want to hurt anymore. Just saying. God. Move it. I can't do this. Go ahead. That was a hashtag ABC. Because a bitch just can't. Now, that piece of human fecal matter, human excrement that you see on screen is Derek Chauvin. Now, remember, we were over here cheering and celebrating a few months back when we found out he was stabbed 22 times. We were here for it. We, the good Lord can't give us everything, okay? We wanted him to go on to the sweet by and by, but God saw fit to keep him here, maybe to make him suffer more. But he got stabbed 22 times by a former Mexican gangster. So this former Mexican gangster, who they haven't told us the name of, is got to go to court for the stabbing of Derek Chauvin. Now, I don't know why y'all taking this man to court. Why he hasn't been immediately pardoned, left, allowed to leave prison, and given the Medal of Freedom from Joseph Robinette is beyond my level of comprehension. Because the whole of the the black delegation over here, that's what we're rooting for. But anyway, the man has to go on trial. The man said they gave him a public defender. The man said, I don't need none of that. Don't give me shit. He said, just give me I represent myself. Don't give me none of that shit. I don't need a goddamn thing. I'm representing myself. I don't need nothing. Don't waste the money. I'm representing myself. I think he could do it. I mean, what do you do? If I'm the person who stabbed Derek Chauvin 22 times, I could represent myself. I say, Your Honor, Your Honor, I understood the assignment. I saw the task at hand. I went and stabbed that bitch 22 times and thought I was sending him on to glory. I rest my case, Your Honor, and dropped the goddamn mic. That's my whole defense. What else do I have to say? That's the entirety of my defense. What else do you want from me? What else do you want? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I know a lot. That's Chris Cuomo and that's Angela Rye. So I know a lot of people had a lot to say when Governor Andrew Cuomo was had to resign from the gubernatorial seat in the great state of New York. And his brother came to his defense, saying, that's my brother. I'm here for my brother. I'm gonna protect my brother, and had to, step down from CNN. It's looking like the reason that he was so gung-ho to protect his brother is because he could relate to what his brother was doing. Now, his brother Andrew Cuomo allegedly was sexually harassing women in the office, and allegedly Angela Rye is on record saying that he was sexually inappropriate with her. He even called her tinsel crotch in a text message. That's what he told her. Let me read this to you. Chris Cuomo is at the center of allegations surrounding his behavior yet again. Well-known political commentator and attorney Angela Rye recently accused her former CNN colleague Chris Cuomo of inappropriate work behavior. She also alluded that he played a part in her being let go from the network. As you may recall, Angela Rye regularly appeared as a guest on Chris Cuomo's now canceled Cuomo Primetime series. On screen, the pair seemed to have a good rapport. However, their work relationship was forever changed in 2021 when Cuomo allegedly sent Angela Rye a very concerning text message about her bikini. An emotional Rye revealed what occurred during the premiere episode of her iHeart podcast, Native Land Pod, which she co-hosts with Tiffany Cross and Andrew Gillum. That is added to my podcast list. I haven't listened to the podcast list, but I haven't listened to that podcast yet, but I did add them because I am very interested in to see what those three have to say. Anyway, according to Angela Rye, the entire ordeal was one of the most embarrassing, humiliating experiences she ever had. She shared, quote, "It all began on New Year's Day 2021 when I posted a picture of myself looking forward to the new year in a gold sequin bikini on Instagram. Cuomo screenshot the image and said, 'Happy New Year, tinsel crotch.' Stunned, she says, stunned, I read and reread the message a dozen times, trying to understand if I somehow brought this on myself. I teared up and then, and then the tears flowed. I felt like the safest place I had on a show on CNN had been compromised." End of quote. Rye's allegations may come as no shock, as this isn't the first time someone has accused Cuomo of sexual misconduct. In September 2021, months after Rye allegedly received the inappropriate texts, Shelley Ross, Cuomo's former ABC News boss, accused him of sexual harassment in a New York Times op-ed. That same year, another woman came forward with her own claims of sexual assault against the television journalist. Rye says she didn't respond to Cuomo's comment on her bikini, and a week or so later, he texted again, this time to pitch an idea he had for his show. However, she was unsure how genuine nature of this idea was because Cuomo came up with this particular segment idea after the text exchange that went woefully wrong. After some time to collect her thoughts, she eventually asked him if he still wanted to discuss his work idea, despite him mentioning tinsel bikini and tinsel bottom along the way. Yeah. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Listen, I guess this is what you do when your last name is Cuomo. Let me not disparage the entirety of the Cuomo family, but these two brothers clearly got it in their blood. Either that or this is learned behavior. I'm just saying. Y'all know why Tracy is saying, I bet you are interested. That goes back to the members only live yesterday. Shout out to the members only live yesterday. We had fun in the members only live yesterday. But listen, this ain't good, Chris Cuomo. My nose has been leaking all week. I had a cold. It just won't go away. At least my leaky nose. It will not go away. You say New Yorkers still love the Cuomos? Well, hell, people in DC still love Marion Barry, and he was a whole ass crackhead. Just because people have wrongdoing don't mean that people stop liking them. Marion Barry was a whole ass crackhead, and people in DC still love him. I'm just saying. Listen, Angela Rye, you know we love you, sis. We love you. And we are upset that you had to experience this and go through this at the hands of trifling ass Chris Cuomo. He ain't shit, and he need his ass whooped. Now, we stand with Angela Rye. We don't fuck off by Angela Rye. We will fuck you up by Angela Rye. Let's be clear. I'm just saying. Look at Diamond Pearl Jim saying they sure do. Diamond Pearl Jim over there in the DMV area, they will windmill about Marion Barry, and he was a whole ass crackhead. And that's okay. Some of the best people I know are functional crackheads. Crackheads can be functional. Look at Whitney Houston. Well, I take that back because sometimes when she was bad on that shit, you knew she was bad on it. You was like, "Ooh, Whitney, girl, that was a little too much." I'm just saying. Whitney didn't do crack. Crack is whack. I'm not doing this. Xavier, were you even alive when the crack is whack interview happened? Were you even alive at that time to know whether? Listen, if a reputable journalist, because I think that was Diane Sawyer. I don't think that was Barbara Walters. No, that was Barbara Walters. I couldn't remember if it was Barbara Walters or Diane Sawyer. One of them is the two that interview her. When one of those two lets roll off their tongue at a question asking you whether you or not you use crack, your ass is using crack. Because those whores do their homework. And they ain't using the word crack on television in an interview unless we know full well that your ass is using crack. Crack may be whack, but people do whack shit all the time. I'm just saying. It was Diane. Okay. I'm just saying. Moving on. So this was news that bothered me, y'all. So there is a reboot, excuse me, in the works for one of my favorite television shows, The Office. But Steve Carell has said that he is not going to be a part of the upcoming reboot of The Office. He said he has nothing to do with it, and he has no intentions on being a part of the reboot. Now, I didn't know that a reboot was under works. I don't think that you should, if Steve Carell is not going to be on there, don't do it. Let's be clear. It's an ensemble cast, and you need the entirety of the ensemble. The last 2 seasons of The Office was awful. Like, think about the last 2 seasons of The Office when Steve Carell was not there. It lost its magic. Remember they were shuffling around managers, and then they did this thing where it went between, and I think the very last season, Steve Kurzinski, whatever his name is, left as well. In the last season, like, it just got awful after Steve Carell left. So I just don't see it happening. I just don't see. I don't see the point in it. I don't do it. If Steve Carell's not coming, then I don't want it. I would feel the same way if you said Rainn Wilson wasn't coming. Rainn Wilson, who plays Dwight. I would feel the same way if Steve, whatever his last, I think it's not Steve. The guy, why I can't think of this man name. John Krasinski. Is John, what's his name? It's John something with a K. Whatever his name is. Even if he said he wasn't coming, it wouldn't feel right. If any of them said, I'm not coming back, okay, let's just scrap the whole thing. I think the green light to doing it should be making sure that you have everybody on board. And if everybody's not on board, then don't do it. Don't ruin a good thing. I don't even see the point in doing a reboot. It was great for when it was out. It was great for what it was, but some things you just can't redo it. You can't get lightning in a bottle again. That was that one time, and you just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I wanted to bring y'all that bad news. See what y'all saying. Yeah, Parks and Recreation without Leslie. No, you can't do it. Unless it's going a different direction like Bel Air did. Cancel it before it. Right, just don't do it. Now, if you're going to do a whole new cast, then you could do that. I could see you maybe doing that. But even if you do that, there's not enough space and time in between the original show. The reason Bel Air could work was because we had 25 years from the end of the last Bel Air. You had enough real estate and time in between the two shows. And so you could, have a brand new cast. But now there's not enough time in between the original show. Just let that shit go. Just let it go. Let it go. Anyway, where are we at? What's next? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, you know what time it is. It's time for your Sugar Spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. It's time for your Sugar Spike segment. So we start off, listen, we got some spiky stories in this Sugar Spike segment, okay? So we start off with some bad news, a bad story. Now, the woman that you see, the beautiful black queen that you see on your left, is Dr. Antoinette Candia Bailey. The awful, despicable piece of human excrement that you see to the right is president of Lincoln University. What's this? John Mosley. Let me read this to you. I'm just telling you now. Go ahead and get you something sweet to regulate your sugar levels. This is a spiky story. Let me read this to you. The president of Lincoln University was placed on leave yesterday after students and alumni called for his ouster following a senior administrator's death by suicide this week. President John Mosley volunteered to be placed on paid leave while a third party reviews personnel issues and concerns about mental health after Antoinette Bonnie Candia Bailey died by suicide Monday. The university's board of curators said in a news release, quote, as a board, we are committed to make certain the mental health of Lincoln University employees is a priority and that every employee is always treated with dignity and respect. The board has confidence in the leadership team we have at Lincoln. But as we all work together to serve students and the Lincoln University community, this review will fully examine important questions concerned and gather facts. Dr. Mosley agrees those issues should be examined and has volunteered to go on leave during the review so that it can move forward in a fully independent way. End of quote. Dr. Candia Bailey, who was the vice president of student affairs, took her own life in Illinois. Her mother and husband told NBC News in interviews yesterday. She was 49. They said she had been terminated by Mosley on January 3rd. The school did not respond to a request for comment about Dr. Candia Bailey's termination and referred to her as a beloved alum and leader in a Facebook post announcing her death. She started in the role on May 1st of last year. Her mother, Veronica Candia, and husband, Anthony Bailey, told NBC News exclusively that she told both during the holidays last month that her relationship with Mosley had deteriorated. Quote, she never gave me any specifics about what he did or said. And that's what her mother said. M- Um, Dr. John Mosley did not return phone calls or emails for requests. Dr. Dr. Bailey's husband said that his wife was depressed and did not feel supported in her role at the university. Monica Graham, who had been friends with Dr. Candia Bailey since they met during freshman year at Lincoln University, said she last saw Dr. Candia Bailey in October at the university's homecoming celebration. Quote, she said, this job isn't going to kill me, and this job isn't going to kill me, and this job depresses me. End of quote. Her Dr. Candia Bailey's mother and husband said that they had not been contacted by Dr. John Mosley since the death of Dr. Candia Bailey. They said they had only been contacted by the president of the board of curators, who on Thursday asked for written permission to have a memorial service for Dr. Candia Bailey. And it goes on and on and on. She in her in all of the information that's being gathered surrounding her taking her own life, she complained about mental duress. She complained about racism, bigotry, and discrimination at the hands of Dr. John Mosley. She complained about an unsafe and harmful work environment. And like they said, she was terminated on January 3rd, which was last week, Wednesday. And this week, Monday, she took her own life. She did say that in a last email that she sent to Dr. John Mosley, that she didn't want him going in her office and touching anything. She said she only wanted members of her sorority to go in her office, gather her things, and give them to her husband because he did not deserve to touch anything that belonged to her. I heard this story. I was saddened. I was angry. I was upset. Now, it took them a few. You notice this happened on Monday, and they didn't put him on paid leave until Friday. And that's paid leave. We'll monitor this situation, but knowing how these things go, I don't see them doing the right thing. I just don't. Let's move on. Here's another piece of human excrement. Oh, yes. We got a lot of human excrement in today's Silly Saturday Sugar Spike segment. This is a Ohio Republican. Let me read this little piece of greatness here. A proposed bill in the great state of Ohio seeks to ban students from using bathrooms that align with their gender identity. It's the Republican author of said bill says the Bible calls for your drowning. Quote, in Luke 17, Jesus says that if you cause one of these little ones of mine to stumble, it would be better for you to have a millstone hung around your neck and be thrown into the deepest sea. End quote. And that is from Representative Beth Lear. And those are her words while defending the bill that she co-wrote, House Bill 183, in a committee hearing. She also compared transgender people to animals in her defense of the discriminatory bill, saying, quote, if I had a child who thought he was a bird, am I going to take him to a doctor who tells him the best thing to do is to let him explore being a bird? And oh, by the way, there's a 5-story building next door. Why don't you jump off and see if you can fly? End of quote. This is what y'all got going on in the great state of Ohio. Basically saying if you disagree with her stance, place a millstone on your throat, around your neck, throw you in the ocean, let you drown to death. That's what the woman said, that you should be drowned if you disagree with her bill. She also said basically that being transgender is like being an animal. That's what she said. That's what the woman said. This is the human fecal matter that we're dealing with in the year of our Lord 2024. Oh, but it gets better. Let's go to another piece of human excrement that's saying all types of incendiary things. This is Republican Representative Chris Judy of the great state of Indiana. Oh. More attacks on our trans community. Let's read this. A Republican legislator in Indiana wants to define gender in the state law as the biological sex assigned at birth, effectively erasing transgender and non-binary people, and and in the same bill wants to deny recognition to same-sex marriages. Representative Chris Judy's House Bill 1291, introduced for consideration in this year's session of the Indiana legislature, would amend state statutes to replace the term gender with biological sex based on a person's sex assigned at birth and reproductive capabilities. Quote, sex means the biological genetic identity of a person as either male or female. This term does not include gender identity or any other term that conveys a person's subjective identification of a term other than male or female. End of quote. And that is the language in the bill that he authored. This would affect discrimination cases, driver's licenses, and other official documents, state data collection, and more. Indiana law doesn't ban anti-LGBTQ plus discrimination, but the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in 2020 that federal law against sex discrimination in employment applies to discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. The bill would also replace gender with biological sex in the state's marriage law. So it would read, a marriage between persons of the same biological sex is void in Indiana, even if the marriage is lawful in the place where it is solemnized. Let me read that again for you. A marriage between persons of the same biological sex is void in Indiana, even if the marriage is lawful in the place where it is solemnized. Because what they said is, we don't care where you got married at. When you step into the great state of Indiana, fuck you and fuck your life. Your marriage does not work. Mind you, that is completely illegal. Now, let me keep going. Indiana's ban on same-sex marriage is still on the books, even though it has not been enforced since 2014, when the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit voided it, and the Supreme Court let that ruling stand. The following year, the Supreme Court struck down all remaining state laws denying marriage equality. In 2022, the federal government adopted the Respect for Marriage Act, which would protect marriage equality if the Supreme Court ever reverses it. States would not have to allow same-sex marriages, but they would still have to recognize those performed in other states. Indiana, U.S. Senator Todd Young was one of the only Republican senators who voted for it. Listen, this is what y'all got going on. I mean, this is why I say when we're in the Rainbow Coalition compound discussing things and people start to say, well, that's an issue for the trans community. They're not going to stop there, because you see, he started off the bill talking all about the trans community ended the bill by ending same-sex marriage in Indiana. Because they're not going to stop there. Left to themselves, these people would have us back in shackles and have us enslaved again. A mess. I can't keep with these people. And Jesus God. Let me move on. Let me say this. If nothing else that you have heard today made you go and get something sugar spike to regulate your sugar levels, I promise you what you're about to see will. I'm telling you, if nothing that we have gone over made you angry, what I'm about to show is going to do that. This is former Secretary of HUD, famed physician, Dr. Ben Carson. Let me show you what this young man had to say.
One simple but brilliant trick to heat
I'm
your
sorry,
home
I
in
didn't mean
90
to show y'all
seconds and
that.
save thousands of dollars
Not
on
the
your heating bill this
not
winter.
the ad.
One simple but brilliant
Okay,
trick to heat
ad.
your home in 90 seconds and save thousands of dollars on your heating bill this.
And interestingly enough, you look back to the beginnings of this country and our founders, a lot of people are trying to denigrate them now, saying that they were horrible people, maybe because some of them had slaves, and that America is a horrible place because we had slavery. People who say stuff like that obviously don't have a good grasp on world history, because every society has had to deal with slavery. And there are more slaves in the world today than there have ever been at any point in time. You look at human trafficking and sexual slavery. And we ought to be concerned about what's going on now, not what happened 200 years ago. And if there's anything unique about the United States, if there's anything unique about the United States and slavery, it's that we had so many people who were vehemently opposed to it that we fought a bloody civil war to get rid of the evil institution. And that's what we should teach our children. Our history is nothing to be ashamed of. There's good, there's bad, and there's ugly, as there is in every society inhabited by human beings, which is why we need a savior.
I don't know what y'all want from me. I can't. I just don't know what y'all want from me. I literally have no clue or no earthly idea what y'all want from me. Hey, Madrell, like you, it's so interesting that clip ended with, and that's why we need a savior, because his savior is his Lord and Savior, Donald John Trump, where he's going and deifying someone. They have disillusioned your brain so much that you have gone from being an alleged, and I'm putting alleged because we found out that most of the stuff written in his book was a lie, from an alleged great brain surgeon, phenomenally intelligent individual, to being someone who is saying that we should be proud of slavery. That's ultimately what you said. Slavery is something that we should be proud of. That's what he said. I'm just putting it out there. These are the people who white people across America want in positions of powers. These are the type of black people they want. They don't want no parts of our black asses. They want black people like this who are going to give full-throated support for slavery and say that slavery was a good thing, that we should not be ashamed of slavery. Those are the black people that they want out here, not our black asses. I don't even have to go through any commentary telling you how awful this is. I don't even have to drag and dog walk this man. He does it himself. Every time he opens his mouth, he does it himself. Just cooning around. I mean, I can't. Just move forward. This is just going from bad to worse. Somebody stop it. In more sugar spiky news. This young lady right here, y'all know if I got them in an orange jumpsuit, there's a story to be told. This young woman's name is Pamela Reed. She is in an orange jumpsuit for faking her young daughter's cancer for years to cash out in monetary donations. Let me read this for you. Ohio mother, we in the state of Ohio today. Ohio can't get enough today. Ohio mother named Pamela Reed has been arrested for faking her young daughter's cancer for years to cash out in donation money. Pamela Reed has been charged with theft by deception and a felony of the 4th degree. People are willing to do anything just to cash out and fund their lavish lifestyles, and that's the case of one Pamela Reed. She admitted to shaving her. I'm sorry, let me go back up. She allegedly lied to her friends and family for years about the health of her 7-year-old daughter, whom she publicly masqueraded on the internet as a blind and sickly child suffering from a trove of medical anomalies, including acute myeloid leukemia and regular seizures. She admitted to even shaving her young child's head in order to sell the plot. Community members generously participated in fundraising efforts and had made monetary contributions to help the family offset medical costs. The demented scheme came crashing down last week after an elementary school nurse discovered the little girl was not blind in her right eye, as her mother had claimed, and arrest affidavit followed. Reed later confessed to falsifying the papers as well as repackaging prescriptions to appear as though they were cancer treatment medications and feeding AR seizure medications she did not need. When questioned by the police, she initially tried to lie before admitting that she had carried on the ruse because she liked the support given as a result. Just 2 days before her arrest, she claimed on Facebook that her child's health was yet deteriorating again. Quote, when they told us this was going to be the biggest fight so far, we thought we were prepared, but nothing prepares a parent to see any of this. Our hearts are shattered with every single treatment, every single tear, and every single night we have to explain why her, because we don't have that answer. End of quote. That's what she wrote on Facebook. Her bond is set at $50,000 if you need her. If you need her. What do y'all want me to do with that? I just want to know. I just want to know, what do y'all want me to do with that? Like, I don't have words for any parts of that. I just don't know what y'all want me to do with that. I have no idea what y'all want me to do with that. None. Yana, you know they give these people bond. Remember the lady who was sexually assaulting her student? They kept giving that bitch bond. Remember that? They give all these people bond, but our black asses, we got to rot in jail. Just a mess. A mess. She might have $50,000 sitting in the bank from all of the donations she done took. So we're staying in the great state of Ohio because Ohio is on deck today. We actually have good news in our Sugar Spike segment. This is an update. If y'all remember, we were one of the first ones way back in November on a Silly Saturday, way back in November. We covered this case way back. This was before Thanksgiving. We covered this case of Brittany Watts. And we talked about her case where they tried to charge her. They tried to charge her and she was on trial because she had a miscarriage. So, and she was facing jail time. She was snitched out she went to the hospital because she was having complications with the miscarriage. And as she was getting treated, she ended up being sent back home. And the nurse is the one who called the police on her. Well, good news is a grand jury has decided not to charge Brittany Watts in this case. They decided not to go forward with criminal charges, which is a good thing. Let me read this. The Trumbull County Prosecutor's Office said grand jurors declined to return an indictment for abuse of a corpse against Brittany Watts, 34, of Warren, Ohio, resolving a case that sparked national attention for its implications for pregnant women as states across the country hash out new laws governing reproductive health care access in the wake of Roe v. Wade being overturned. We are happy to see this. I'm so glad that the grand jury got this right, because this was going to be awful. This was going to be awful. So I'm so glad, because the stupid, feckless ass judge wouldn't lay hands on the judge. At first said, well, people more intelligent than me can figure out what to decide here. Bitch, what? That's why you're a judge on the bench. Just a mess. But we're happy to see this. We are happy for Brittany Watts. We are glad that this is working out in her favor. Shout out to her. Shout out to the grand jury in the great state of Ohio. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our video breakdown. We got 2 videos today, y'all. Two videos today. Hey, man. Y'all know we love man. Hey, man. How you doing today, man? You know we love man. All right. Here's the first video. Here is the first video.
She don't give a fuck. She out here. She is. Let it go. Let it go. Ooh, yeah. Who hit me? Which one of you bitches hit me? Oh, shit. Wait. Which one of you bitches hit me? Which one of you bitches hit me? She crazy. Which one of you bitches hit me? Hey. Look at his ass trying to tell her to get a card. She ain't came in here and she don't give a fuck. She coming back for more. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Here he done. She got a golf club. Look, he taking his job seriously. Boy, it wouldn't be me. My golf court would be burned, because I am not grabbing no motherfucking body. Ooh-wee. What? That lady hit me. That lady hit me. They got the big ones coming. That lady hit me. Look, there you go.
That lady hit me.
These are y'all people. These are y'all people. That woman blatantly was stealing. The first time, fighting the lady from assets protection, then came back to steal some more. Y'all people got it going on. I can't do this with y'all. Y'all got it going on. Y'all got it going on. I don't know what y'all want from me. Listen, I just realized that the great Cheryl Lynn is playing in the background. There goes our monetization of this video. Damn it, Cheryl Lynn. Damn it. YouTube is going. The YouTube people probably are sending an email to me right now telling me that I have a copyright claim and that they're going to snatch all monetization from this video. Damn you, YouTube to hell. I know that they are. Damn it. Anyway, that was our first video. Here's our second video. I'm not going to play that video no more. They already going to give me a copyright claim. I'm not going to play it again. Damn it, YouTube.
I had a butt plug and I had like multiple sizes and I thought I got one big enough and he had put it in my booty hole. He's hitting it from the back and I was like, I think you need to not be hitting it from the back like this. Like I should be riding or I should reverse cowgirl because I feel like it's gonna go deeper. He's like, up, and I was like, oh my gosh, where did it go? It was lodged in the hallways of my booty hole. We almost had to go to the emergency room and I was crying. He was like, oh shit. I'm bent over, face down, ass up. He's digging in my ass, trying to get it out. I'm pushing. I'm like, fuck farting. We were pushing. There's gas. We're trying to get it out. And then I was like, oh my gosh, we got to go to the hospital. I was crying. I went to the bathroom and then we just tried one more good time and got it out. I'm done with butt plug.
The phrase of the day is hallways of my booty hole. Immediately integrated into the vernacular. Hallways of my booty hole. I'm just telling you. That's the phrase that pays. Hallways of my booty hole. That is the phrase that pays. Hallways of my booty hole. We got to hear that one more time because I need to know about the hallways of her booty hole.
I had a butt plug and I had like multiple sizes and I thought I got one big enough and he had put it in my booty hole. He's hitting it from the back and I was like, I think you need to not be hitting it from the back like this. Like I should be riding or I should reverse cowgirl because I feel like it's gonna go deeper. He's like, up, and I was like, oh my gosh, where did it go? It was lodged in the hallways of my booty hole. We almost had to go to the emergency room and I was crying. He was like, oh shit. I'm bent over, face down, ass up. He's digging in my ass, trying to get it out. I'm pushing. I'm like, fuck farting. We were pushing. There's gas. We're trying to get it out. And then I was like, oh my gosh, we got to go to the hospital. I was crying. I went to the bathroom and then we just tried one more good time and got it out. I'm done with butt plug.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you learn nothing else from today's Silly Saturday, we have now learned the phrase, hallways of my booty hole. I'm here for all parts of the hallways of my booty hole. Just that's what the woman said. Lodged in the hallways of my booty hole. I don't know in the entirety of my life, both adult, child, and infant, that I have ever heard the phrase lodged in the hallways of my booty hole. Oh, yes, that hallways was plural. You heard the S on the end. We need to hear it again one more time so you can hear it. Lodged in the hallways of my booty hole. Got to hear it one more time.
I had a butt plug and I had like multiple sizes and I thought I got one big enough and he had put it in my booty hole. He's hitting it from the back and I was like, I think you need to not be hitting it from the back like this. Like I should be riding or I should reverse cowgirl because I feel like it's gonna go deeper. He's like, up, and I was like, oh my gosh, where did it go? It was lodged in the hallways of my booty hole. We almost had to go to the emergency room, and I was crying. He was like, oh shit. I'm bent over, face down, ass up. He's digging in my ass, trying to get it out. I'm pushing. I'm like, fuck farting. We were pushing. There's gas. We're trying to get it out. And then I was like, oh my gosh, we got to go to the hospital. I was crying. I went to the bathroom, and then we just tried one more good time and got it out. I'm done with butt plug.
And from now on, we'll be referring to things being lodged in the hallways of our respective booty holes. And there we have it. Phrase that pays. That's the phrase of the day. We learned so much over here. We're with our new segment here, ladies and gentlemen, lyrically speaking. That doesn't mean that In the Year has gone away permanently. In the Year will be back. But we are now you don't know, let me explain how this goes. I will ask you a question. The question will be based on the lyrics of a song. My internet, I think, is acting up. God damn it, internet. My damn internet be acting crazy. Anyway, the question that you'll see on screen will be based on the lyrics of a well-known song, a song you should know. I will give everyone 10 seconds to put the answer to said question in the chat. Now, if it takes you longer than that 10 seconds, that means that you're just copying someone else's answer because you really didn't know the answer, and we're looking at you sideways because we know you should know the answer to this question about a song. All right, y'all ready? Here's the first one. Soon as I get home, I'll do what? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You all are correct. I'll make it up to you. Now, if you couldn't get this one, I don't know what to take. That's the easiest one. That is the easiest one today. If you don't know this, the great song by Faith Evans, the problem is you and not us. I'll make it up to you. Baby, I'll do what I got to do. I'm just saying. But I turned around and you're doing what? Now, if you don't know this one, listen. I'm not going to even count down for this one. I'm not going to even count down for this one. Because if you don't know the answer to this, then we're not going to do this. I turned around and you're standing here. Just saying, how did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. Look at Xavier. Xavier ain't answered not one question yet because he know. Poor Xavier. Poor Xavier. All right. First thing Monday morning, I'm going to do what? First thing Monday morning, I'm going to do what? I know you don't know this one, Xavier. I know you don't. I know you don't. A mess. And the fact that you don't know, thank you, Montrez. See, even Montrez knows. I'm going to pack my tears away. First thing Monday morning, I'm going to pack my tears away. Got no how to look back. I'm looking for me a better day. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to Tony. I love Let It Flow. Let go. Woo! Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. That was my shit. Everything's gonna work out right, you know. That was my shit. You need to give it up. Had about enough. It's not hard to see. Fill in the blank. Now, if you don't know this one, Xavier, I can't do nothing else for you, Xavier. I'm doing everything I can to give you easy ones, Xavier. These are toss-ups. These are easy. You got to know these songs, Xavier. You got to know these. God. All right. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather do what? There it is. Real easy. Toss up, lay up, and there we go. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather do what? These are easy ones. The first half, Xavier, I tried to make easy. What are you talking about, Xavier? Cheat, then to leave. Wait, where did that come from, Xavier? Xavier, how did you wait a minute, Xavier? Xavier, how did you come up with this? How, Xavier? Where the hell did that come from, Xavier? It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Come on now, Xavier. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get you so you can get some easy ones. No, that ain't no Donnell. That's Lauryn Hill. That is Lauryn Hill, sir. Xavier, you need to do better. Do better. Do better. I wish I wasn't in love with you, so you couldn't do what? Now, you may not know this, Xavier. I don't expect you to know this one. Yeah, you was way off, Xavier, way off. I wish I wasn't in love with you, so you couldn't do what? Now, this one might be hard. Thank you, Miss Shaby. See, my 90s and early 2000s people gonna get this one. Miss Shaby got it right. So you couldn't hurt me. That's Heather Headley. I wish I wasn't in love with you, so you could hurt me. That was my shit, bitch. Oh, I used to love that song. Oh, I need to go listen to that when we get off. Yeah, that's Miss Heather Headley, Montrez. That's Miss Heather Headley, honey. Yeah. Now, Xavier, this is for you, Xavier. I knew you would know this one. Brought out the pink Lamborghini just to race with China. Brought the Wraith to China just to race where? I knew you would know this, Xavier. I knew you would be the first one to answer this one. I knew Xavier would be the first one to know this. That's Nicki Minaj. Brought out the pink Lamborghini just to race with China. Brought the Wraith to China just to race in China. That that's the I tell all my old, rig it up, rig it down, back it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. That was what that was for Xavier, y'all. That was for Xavier, so he could get one. And he was the first one. Thank you, Xavier. We stay on the front lines, but we're still here after what? We stay on the front lines, but we're still here after what? Here's a hint. Here's a hint. We just had a song by her sister. Thank you, Montrez. After the bomb drops, we stay on the front lines. Yeah, but you're still here after the bomb drops. That's Tamar, Love and War. When that song first came out, I thought she said we stay on the phone line. I really thought she said on the phone line. I had to go look up the lyrics when that song first came out because I was like, okay, y'all stay on the phone line. I was like, that's an awkward line. And then I had to see the lyrics and saw that it said front lines. I was like, yeah. Nobody answered. This is just for Xavier. Nobody answered but Xavier. Xavier, Joe wanted to do all of what? Nobody answered. Please let Xavier try and get this one. This is only for you, Xavier. Joe wanted to do all of what? Let's see if Xavier can get this one. Sing the Jeopardy song. Da, 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 da. Not that he said Joe who. God, oh God. Your first question, Xavier, cannot be Joe who. Wait. The fact that Xavier came Joe Thomas, if you just need to know, but he don't even go by his last name. He's just Joe. You got this, Xavier. Joe wanted to do all of girl, baby. I want to do all of. Come on, Xavier. Xavier said, Joe. Y'all go ahead and answer for Xavier. God bless his heart. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. We working on you, Xavier. You got homework, Xavier. You need to go listen to some of these songs. I bet if you go ask your mama this question, your mama will get this right off. No, this is not the song with Mariah. Joe and Mariah redid Make It Last Forever by Keith Sweat. God. Oh, God, help us. All the things your man won't do. God. This is like one of Joe's most famous songs. Baby, I want to do all of the things your man won't do. You got to know. This is like one of his most famous songs. Xavier live in Las Vegas. I bet you if Xavier mom was on here, Xavier mama would know every answer to all of these songs. I promise you, your mama would know, Xavier. Let's wait a while before when. Xavier, this is an easy one, Xavier. Xavier, this is real easy now. Let's wait a while before when. But you from Boston. He's from Boston. He's in Vegas, but he's from Boston. Boston people listen to this. Just saying. What area is that? The black area, Roxbury or whatever they call it, the black area in Boston. Like, you got to know my queen Janet. Let's wait a while before it's too late. Let's wait a while. Our love will be great. Let's wait a while before we go too far. Y'all know that's my queen. MVN said, listen, I am in Seattle, and next time Crew and I are taking you when we roll through Vegas, your aunties got you. They got you, Xavier. They got you. I knew Roxbury was one of them. Dorchester, Roxbury, and when I was growing up, Mattapan. But gentrification is a bit, yeah. All right, y'all. We've been on here a long time. It's time to get out of here. Time for our palate cleanses. We've been on here a long time. I got to get ready for this. I haven't even watched RuPaul's Drag Race, and I got a whole panel that I got to be on tonight. So I probably need to go watch the episode, huh? I watched last week, but I need to watch this week. All right, palate cleansers. Palate cleansers. Oh, we're starting off good. We're starting off right in the deep end. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, we starting off right in Final Jeopardy. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Let me look on the big screen. Oh. Lord. Jesus. Mm. Lord. Lord. This is for y'all beard lovers. There's a nice beard for you. Mm. Some nice palette cleansers today. Mm. Mm. Oh, some nice palette cleansers. I see you, ladies. I see you, ladies. Not that's a shelf. That's for my more seasoned ladies. It's a more seasoned young man right here. This young man right here is seasoned. That means in the bedroom, that's grown man dick you about to get. Oh, that's a lot going on, young lady. That's a lot going on. I'm hungry. I need to go get me something to eat. Oh, hey, boy. Yeah, I done got hungry, y'all. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. What is that? Oh, what is that? Do you see what I see? Mm. All right. Mm. There goes some melanin for you. What's that down there, sir? What's that down there? Mm-hmm. Look like your nutsack about to come out. Mm. That melanin is popping. My sound effects are hilarious. I do the best I can. The best I can. Giving you the best that I got, baby. Ew. Look at them lips. Jesus God. Them some soup coolers right there. That's mm. Child, the things that could be done with them lips. Lord God. Mm. That's right. That's thickness right there. That's a thick young man. That young man gonna throw you from wall to wall, wall to wall. That's a lot of man. That's some thickness. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Well, what you looking at? You like what you see? Ew. Ew. Ooh. If I were into cooter, I might like that, but that's a lot, a lady. That's a lot of woman. That might be too much for me. That might be too much. Y'all know how I am about a man with glasses and hair and glasses. That's my weakness. Glasses and then a lot of hair. That's my weakness. Jesus God. This is for my people who likes chest hair and glasses. Sir, you pulling off your pants? You pulling off your pants? Where you going? Pulling off your pants like that, sir? Where is you going? Oh, what is that space down there in between? In the middle. What is that space in the middle, ma'am? Ma'am. Lord. It's down there in that space. Sir, what is that poking out? Pointing toward the right. What is that poking out, sir? Pointing toward the right. Sir. Sir. Lord. Oh. That's a cute picture right here. That's a real cute picture. You just made some salmon, Monk Chip. I could go for some salmon right now. Oh, you done made me more hungry. Now I'm about to go try and get me some salmon, Monk Chip. I'm about to go get me some salmon from somewhere. You made me want some now, Monk Chip. I'm going to get me some now that you said that because I really want me some salmon. See, this, if I liked cuter, this would be the size I need. Not too much. You know, real nice, small, and petite. I can handle that. I can handle if I was into the cooter. This is something I can handle like that. Yeah, that'll be my speed. Melanin popping. You know, she got everything in the right places, but it ain't too much. Yeah, that'll be right up my alley. But that right there is up my alley. Mm. 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 That right there too big for me. That's too much. Ooh. Hey, pretty lady. Hey, pretty lady. I need you. That used to be my song back in the day. I believe this is my last one. That is the last one. That is the last one. What you gonna do with all that tongue, sir? All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that was the first Silly Saturday of the year. According to the poll, the number one vote getter is pupils. There's a tie for number 2 at chandeliers and the students. I'm preferential to the students, but right now, pupils is leading out. I will announce on the next Silly Saturday, or maybe sometime this week, but I'll announce at some point in the next week or so what the new name is for the people over here. Listen, y'all, put some shondos in the chat. I've had a great time here. If you enjoyed yourself today and then you enjoyed Silly Saturday, go ahead, put a shondo in the chat. I hope you had a great time today. If you like this program and would like to see more programming like it, consider making a contribution to the platform. Says YouTube about to snatch all my monetization on this video any goddamn way, but consider making a monetary donation. You can do that here at the Cash App right there. I enjoy putting these Silly Saturdays together for you. I told you I take some. It's not easy putting it all together, but I certainly enjoy doing it for you all. It is a labor of love, and I would have it no other way. I would have it no other way. We about to get out of here. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged. They're much appreciated. Some of us are going over to the members only chat. Oh, let me make that announcement. There were a couple people who joined the membership yesterday in anticipation of the members only live. If you did, make sure that you send me your information via Instagram, your name, your YouTube name, and and so forth, so that I can add you to the members only chat. We had a great time in the members only live yesterday. We learned a lot, but shh, that's just for the members only chat. I'm about to get out of here. Go get me something to eat. Come back. I gotta watch RuPaul's Drag Race. Take some notes so I'm ready for this panel that's coming up this afternoon. That panel will be on Really B's channel tonight at 7. We'll be over at Really B's house tonight at 7 for the RuPaul's Drag Race. Excuse me, for the RuPaul's Drag Race panel. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna be clowning over there. So y'all come check us out. Check us out. Anything for the good of the cause before we get out of here. Anything for the good of the cause before we get out of here. I gotta go get a haircut too. Jesus God, I got a lot to do tonight, this afternoon. Jesus, gotta go get something to eat. Gotta go get a haircut. Gotta watch RuPaul. Gotta take notes. A Caesar salmon salad. Okay. Let me go get me something. I need to go get some. I'm hungry. I got some salad stuff in there. So maybe I can go get me a piece of salmon and have that steamed to put on top of my salad. I think that's what I'm going to do. Go get a nice piece of salmon, get that steamed and seasoned, and put on top of my salad. That might work out well. I think it will. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Until next time. Until next time. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Bye, y'all.